Welcome back, you guys. Today is the opening of Foot birthday, but the more important birthday today is mine. It's actually my 23rd birthday. I'm about to go off for a birthday meal, so if you're new around here, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe just because it's my birthday. Just do it as an apology for not getting me a real present, but if you do want to get yourself some coins as a present for yourself in a little bit of a quicker way, well, so if you guys are sick of losing at FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below, make sure to click the link in the description, and let's get into it. Now, of course, if you do have 0 coins, first thing you're going to need to do just to get yourself to maybe 1,000 or 2,000 coins so we can get the methods going. Squad battles, I suggest, is probably the easiest way because you've got the rewards at the end of the week which you get that are tradable, or div rivals. Either way, you'll be able to get some coins from playing games. Failing that, go do a club gut, sell some of the badges that are available in your club. Once you've got that, you want to move yourself over to the transfer market, go gold, England, Premier League and Man United. Now the reason we're not doing gold rare is because, as you can see, we've got Rashford, we've got Wan-Bissaka, we've got Sancho, we've also got the likes of Shaw. But somewhere in the midst, if we can find one here, if we go down a little bit lower in the pricing, so if we go to about 2k, you can see there's going to be a few Maguires popping up. Now he's 81 rated this year round, so he's a little bit lower than what he has been previously. I think he might have even been 84 at some stage not too long ago. But if you find him in the gold common section, I think he's around here. If we have a look, gold common. You got him at around 1.3 as well. So this is a really good method. You've got a couple players under it. If you go to 1k, as you can see, we've only got silvers there. There's one Luke Shaw, which we'll take for that 950. Obviously, he's going to sell quickly. Now, looking at how much we actually sell a Luke Shaw for, 1.1, there's a couple pages, not too many. I'd say 1.2, it's probably worth giving it a go. So EA coins is going to be, EA tax, sorry, will be 60 coins. 1k here, we can make profit. So it's 140 coins profit per card. Now, if you want to go a little bit further, down to 950, it's going to be 200 coins profit, or near enough 200 coins. Now, Wan-Bissaka is a brilliant one to get from here. He goes for a little bit more. We can list him, I'd say we can list him at 1.4. Worst case, he'll go for 1.3, but definitely more profit than we were going for there. We've got a Luke Shaw that we've definitely missed in this one here, or not, maybe not, and we missed the 950. So that 950, I said it was 200 coins profit, is actually be 190, but you get the gist. Very, very close to 200 coins there. You can, by all means, go down to 950, but obviously that first one we got, the Wan-Bissaka, which is going to get us more profit, we got that at 1,000 coins. Now, if we were only sniping at 950, we wouldn't have got that. So that's why I always say maybe it's better to go on the higher bracket, take a few, you know, you're going to have a few Shaws where you're not making as many coins, but you've also got your Maguire there at a K, you've got your Wan-Bissakas, you might even find yourself a Rashford or a Sancho, which you're not going to get that low. I mean, disproving my point as I say it. Now, usually we'd go over to the squad building screen next when we're at around this kind of coin, just to have a look at the marquee matchups. But this week, they've changed it up. Obviously, we're into an international break, so we've got nations. So we've got England here. Now, I didn't actually see this, but you can see England. Maybe that's why some of the United players are a little bit more expensive. But you've got Italy, Netherlands, and France. So Italy, Netherlands, English, and France are kind of the ones that might go up a little bit. But to be honest, because it is a nations rated one, it's going to be a little bit different. You don't have specific clubs. You have slight increases in nations. If we go maybe Netherlands, gold, rare, and prem, let's have a look what that is. You can see, okay, without the prem, you can see in prem, yeah, there's not really an increase in those. So to be honest, it's not worth looking at marquee matchups this week. What I would advise always is completing it if you do have the coins, because you've always got a good return there. Now we're going to move over to right back, gold, rare, prem, and Portuguese. Now the reason we're doing this is because you've got the likes of Semedo and you've also got Pereira. Now obviously Semedo I think comes out as a right wing back this year. I think he's a little bit slightly different position change, which is fine, because if we go on Semedo here, you got a load at right wing back a lot cheaper, but because he's at the right back position, they do go for a little bit more. You will obviously be hoping for a nice Pereira snipe there as well. Now if we go down to the lowest possible, from the looks of things, they're 1.8. You kind of, that's the best case you'll get if you want to buy him. So 1.9 I'd say is where we want to sell. EA coins is roughly at that point 100 coins, I say. So if we go down to 1.7, you're making a decent-ish profit. You're making just over 100 coins. I would say go down to 1.6, you're making just over 200 coins. It's a little bit more comfy, and what you can do, I would suggest, is possibly bid these as well, because they are more expensive than a base Semedo. I think on bid, you'll get a lot of the right backs there, which you can then list, where people are actually looking for him just in general. They won't be specific searching for right backs, so you'll be able to get some snags on there where people don't notice his position change and don't notice that he's actually worth a little bit more. Now, if you have a little bit of struggle with the standard sniping. Obviously, we've got that one on the market. We can do a little bit of compare price there. Now, of course, he is going to be harder to find because he is obviously position change, so he might come up a little bit less. But you've obviously got Pereira there. Now, I wish we could say Cancelo was up or possible. I can't even speak. We've missed a very lovely Pereira snipe with my starter. Now, this one hit. But as I was saying, I wish you could get Cancelo there. Unfortunately, you can't. But this one, a little bit easier. We do have one of his Man City teammates. Now, they are going pretty much for a K here. So right now, they go for about 1,000 coins. There's quite a few pages there at a K, but you can easily get them sold there. But that does mean the EA tax is 50. So at 950, we break even. At 850, we make a 100 coin profit. Now, obviously, it's a little bit less profit, but we're putting a lot less cards down per, or coins down per card. Now, obviously, bear in mind with this one, bidding is absolutely the easiest thing to do. If we actually go on a bid, so we'll pop this up for a K, and then what we're going to do is pop the max price, I'd say to 750, just because it gives us 200 coins profit as a minimum. So if we go here, let's have a look. Or is that too? Am I being dumb? I'm not being dumb. It is 750. That's right. I had a moment there. But you want to bid up every single one you can, because obviously that one there, that's that one's probably, we shouldn't have bidded that one. That was a bit of an L there. 900 is actually way more than he's worth, and we've taken an L off that first one, but we can recover it. So 650 for every single one of these. They shouldn't really get bidded past, I would say 800. I'd say if you're paying 800 for one of these and you're not sniping it, you're being silly, because on a bid, what's the point wasting your time bidding if you're basically paying the same as a snipe? So we've bid on a load of those. I'm going to come back there later, hopefully get them sold on for a decent profit. Now, obviously, one of the classics is always good, and obviously we're going to use an Italian team because it was in the marquee matchups. You got Italy, MLS, and then you just want to go over to Gold Rare. Now, obviously, you've got the likes of Chiellini, and you've also got the likes of Insigne. So both of these pop up there. I think you can do a special version of this. To my knowledge, they both have special cards, or there is definitely two special cards that are Italian in that league. You're looking at around 6.2k, I think, 6.2. So not too bad. There was a 5.5 there. That's a nice snipe. Unlucky that we've missed that, but 6.2 for the sell-on. EA tax is going to cost you 310 coins, so you go down by 300 there. That's a 10 coin loss, even still. But what we're going to do is we go there. That's 90 coin profit there. That's 190, and that is 290. So that 5.5 would have been about a 390, basically a 400 coin profit there. A little bit disappointed that we didn't manage to get ourselves our hands on that one. What we did get, that is a stunning snipe, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to move on while we're ahead because we cannot get better than that. Now, a really easy one to be doing, especially when you're just pushing up your coins there. When you are at the bottom end, I would say go for Foot Heroes, and we're going to look for the Saudi League. Now, I always struggle to find this because we very rarely actually find ourselves looking at it. But if you go Foot Heroes and Saudi League, you obviously have the absolute rat, and then you have his pal over here, Al Jabba. Now, both of these very easy to snipe. They're on the bottom end of things, and they're just not difficult to make coins of. Now, right now, you can sell yourself an Al Jabba, I believe, at 18,000 coins. So realistically, 17k isn't awful. You're going to make 100 coin profit there. Now, obviously, it's not what we'd really go for. If you're spending 18k, you want to make at least 200, 300, 400 coins off that. So I would say if we can get a 16,750, where it's near 400 coins profit, that's where I'd be happy. It's actually 350 on the dot, but you can compare price to this one. You've got the option to do that. You've also got the option to back out, pop yourself on here, and just snipe. So this one here, you are obviously mostly going to be sniping Al Jabbas. Now, the odd Al-Ween will come up, and at that point, you need to absolutely snipe his head off because he is an absolutely ridiculous snipe on this filter. If you find him, you are making a ton of coins. Had trouble managing to snipe him. No one's came up, so we're going to do a little bit of bidding. So if you do want this one here, for example, we go up to 1,500, we bid, and then we go to the next one. Now, Halloween, he's not going to go on bid. It's worth trying, but it's very unlikely that he's ever going to go. With this guy here, you've got a good chance. I would say it's 16k, for example. No one's really going to bat an eyelid. People are probably thinking at this point, oh, well, you know, he's going to go basically for regular price. I don't want to waste my time on him. It's only Al Jabba. Most people will probably be picking him up for an SBC or something like that. So they're not really using him. So I don't think many people will want to bid on his card or waste the time really sitting there bidding. He's not the easiest 86 to get. They'll go find another one. So you've definitely got a good opportunity. I've managed to get a few before. We've taken our coin total down by like 200k, but it'll go up by like 30k when we sell them all on. And just to clarify, 30k more than what we started. I will of course recoup my investment as well before I get someone in the comments going, you only lose coins. A good little one to be using at the minute is actually really solid. You've got two options here. Arsenal, okay? First of all, Goal Team of the Week, Premier League or Arsenal. So this one, pretty simple. They've got a ton. So it's basically, it's with these kind of filters. Right now, all informs are up. You just want to go for the clubs with the most informs there. So 15,750 here, 15k. Let's have a look. 15k there. Right, so we're going to go down to 15 flat. There's only a few cards here. Now, realistically, all we need to do to make profit is grab one at 14k. So that would be a 250 coin profit. Now, obviously, they're not flying off the shelves. There's not going to be a ton coming up because informs right now are in high demand. But we got a 13,250 Trossard that we have just missed slightly, but that would have been an absolutely lovely snipe. But that kind of proves the point. The reason we do Arsenal is because you've got Nketiah, you've got Ramsdale, you've got Saka, you've got Nelson, and you've got such an array of cheap informs. You know, below 86 rated for an Arsenal inform, you can definitely get it for 15k, 14,000 even. And obviously we found the Trossard there. He's recent inform, very solid. Gets in most crappy teams. You know, if you've not got a very good team, he might slot into your squad quite easily. And we just almost missed him for 13,250. So that would have been a really, really solid snipe. Now, if you don't find much luck with Arsenal, you can take yourself to a couple of your options. You've got yourselves the Newcastle version of this filter. Pretty much exactly the same. If we go up by 1,000 coins, you'll find it. Oh, there's not even some... Wow, this one's a little bit pricier. I hate to say it because Newcastle are, you know, Sunderland rivals, but we'll take it. Obviously, you've got Wilson there. I'd say 16,750. That's a snipe, bearing in mind the rest of them are going for 18k. So we're going to bop him up because I think maybe it's a nations thing because... Well, actually, no, Nketiah is the same nation. That doesn't even make sense. So I'm not even sure what it is. I was thinking maybe they're more expensive because of the marquee matchups, but then the English players on Arsenal were the cheapest, whereas the Belgian player, he's obviously a little bit more expensive. Ramsdale was up as well. It's very odd. Usually it's the Brazilians who are worth the most. And we haven't seen any on either filter, so maybe it is that. Maybe it's just any other nation other than Brazil is just in the mud. We'll do a 10 count, and then we're going to move on to the final version. So 10, 9... 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Do we do a little bit of compare price? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, we're going to move over to La Brazil. Obviously, when you are on the lower end of the coins, we don't really want to push. We don't need to push past 20k, to be honest. But here you've got Royale, the absolute worst right back in the league. You got Martinelli, you got Thiago Silva, you got multiple Douglas Luizes, and you've got Casemiro. You have, who else do we have? I think I've knocked off most of the names there. I think we've also got Gabriel from very early on, who I don't think is going to be very easy to snipe because there can't really be many of him on the market. 16,250 here. We're going to list that up. I don't think there was any at 17, so we're going to list that up at 17. The A tax on that is... I think we'll probably go 17,250 is probably the way to go with that one. And we're going to try, and there's 16,250, there's nothing there. We're going to try and get one at 16. That would be ideal. Anything at 16, any of the other players come up, that would be ideal as well. Once again, we're going to 10 count it because I am on a little bit of a rush to get myself to the gym. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm trying to clean things up a little bit. And if you're thinking, well, what do I get Pro Recall for his birthday? What doesn't he have? If you are not a subscriber, subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, drop a like down below. And that is all I would ever ask for you. You don't mean to pay for anything. But if you ever do want to buy coins, go through the sponsors and that'd be greatly appreciated. Well, of course, you get 5% at checkout off of the sponsors there. So you do get a little bit of discount for supporting myself. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow.